Dear friends, hello, this is Nick Polyushkin. Today we're gonna talk about real estate and real estate statistics for last 6 months, for quarter 2 of 2022. The last 6 months were super interesting, active in real estate market in South Florida. I can't wait to share with you all the news and updates. And at the end, we're gonna talk about forecasts. So subscribe to our channel, give us likes, and let's go. Dear friends, hello, this is Nick Polyushkin, broker with Vera Realty. Today we want to do an overview of last 6 months of real estate business in South Florida. We're going to talk about 3 counties, Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. We will look at different real estate segments and how they performed during last half a year in the summary, and also we will compare June of this year of 2022 in comparison to June of 2021. As you know, there is a lot of different aspects happening today around the world, also in the United States economy, which affecting the real estate market. And the real estate market, not only South Florida, but real estate market in the whole United States. First, there are several factors which influence the trend in real estate market. Obviously, number one trend is the Federal Reserve rate. And as you know, during last 3 months, there were a few hikes, which increased the interest rate by almost 3 points. What does it mean? It means that the mortgage rates also increasing, and it become very expensive and to obtain the mortgage. It's if we do simple calculation, in today's reality, the interest rate is about 6%. About a year ago, it was 3%. So interest rate doubled. And what does it mean? People who were looking at the house, let's say with the price of $500,000, now cannot afford the same price house. They need to look at a lower price point. And if we do simple calculation, it will be around 340, 350,000, what they can afford now with the same payment if they have the same income. So that's number one thing which affecting the real estate market and the real estate trends. Second thing is the rate of inflation. And inflation started after the pandemic and was going with huge speed of increase during last 2 years. Why it's happening? Because the government pushed a lot of funds into the economy, and the people during pandemic didn't spend their savings for almost half a year. That created a huge savings during the potential real estate buyers and create the inflation, which basically spurs the huge hikes. And third reason why we have all these trends going on is the basically war in Eastern Europe and Russia, and this affecting the energy prices, which eventually increase the other prices as well. So this is boosting up the inflation. To reduce the inflation, the first thing what government does is increase the interest rates, and this is one tool which government have in their possession in order to stop the inflation. And government, as usual, use this tool, trying to stop the prices from going up and up and up and up. The only thing what can happen if the government keep increasing the rates, and the rates will become about, like, let's say 10% to obtain the mortgage, and that can trigger the recession. Even 8% can do that. The last increase was 0.75 basis points. And mortgage rates now at about 6.5, 7%. I already saw 7.5% interest rate. So it's definitely affecting the market. The real estate market and the trends will probably have the lag about 2 months. So 2 months we don't see an effect from this hike, but if we look 2 months in the future, we will do another video where we're going to talk about it too. So let's check actually the statistics and the numbers of how the interest rate hikes already affecting the real estate market, real estate trends. And we will look only at South Florida. And South Florida is also a very unique market. It has a lot of international buyers. It has a lot of buyers who come from other states. We had a lot of buyers from the state of New York, California, Arizona, Philadelphia, Illinois, and we have a lot of people still moving into the state of Florida. So in other states, as I heard, the reduction in size of the deals even higher. But let's take a look at our beautiful statistics over here and see for ourselves what's happening in Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties. Okay, so if we look at market-focused statistics. So in Miami-Dade, dollar volume decreased by 17.4% for single-family homes, and for condominiums and townhomes decreased by 19.8%. Inventory levels in Miami-Dade County, total active listings. So what does it mean? We have in 2021, we have 11,288 active listings on the market. So you had more choice pretty much a year ago in comparison to today's reality. Why it's happening? Because people already purchased their homes a year ago, and interest rate a year ago was around 3.5%. So in today's reality, they look at the market and they think, okay, if I list a home into the market right now, I will be able to sell it, but what I'm gonna buy next, what I'm gonna be able to afford, and with interest rates at this level, they can afford twice as less. Yes, they will have some cash available from the sale of their home, and they can use it as a down payment in their new home, but it's always a question if they will be able to find better home than they already bought one. Another point, everybody talking about recession and global recession similar to 08. In my opinion, it's completely different times. Why? During pandemic and after pandemic, when government introduced these low interest rates, we saw how many people, especially millennials, starting to look at purchase of the house. Millennials understood that renting, it's not usually an option, because during pandemic, it was hard to move, and if you live in small apartment, you prefer the house. So many millennials and other generations to start looking at purchase of single family homes, and especially when government introduced these low interest rates, at some point they were at 2%, which is unprecedented low. And millennials and other generations will buy the home, secure this low interest mortgage for 30 years, buy the home they like, and probably they work from home already too. They will stay in this home as much as they can, because if they sell it, they will not be able to get the same rate mortgage. Probably never again. We will see how the future will go, but this was super unique time. And who was able to buy and secure the mortgage at this rate? It's lower than inflation. Especially inflation in today's time, because inflation this year was about from 6 to 8%. And the reason why these people will stay in their house, they have equity in the home already, and they have super low interest rate. So they will not be selling, they will not be foreclosing on the home anytime soon. I'm not sure if the economy will go into deep recession when the corporations will start laying off their employees. Then it can be a different story, but according to the latest reports, we don't see that slowdown of the economy, which will trigger the huge layoffs in corporations. So let's go back to statistics and look at another county. Let's look at Broward County at the time of June of 2022. So Broward County total home sales in total, both single family and condominiums, decreased by 23.1%. from 4,150 properties to 3,193 properties. Single-family home sales decreased by 20%, and condominiums and townhomes decreased by 25%. So condominiums and townhomes decreased higher than single-family homes. In Broward County, last half year, the market was very hot. We had bidding wars on single-family homes. As soon as home got on the market, if it's in good condition, there is multiple offer situations. People were bidding, and before, the normal in Florida was that you can make an offer about 10% less of what the asking price is. Last half a year in Broward County, it was opposite. It was normal to make 10% above the asking price. So it was a real bidding war, which spurs the prices of the homes. Inventory was very low. And eventually, with the interest rate hikes, the single-family homes already decreased. And the latest trends, what we see, homes sit longer on the market, and you can negotiate or buy the homes at the asking price. And we will see the statistics, what's the asking price in comparison to the sale price was in June of 2022. So going back to volume size of transactions, they increased for single-family homes by 8.5%, and they increased for condominiums by 6.9%. Why they increased? Because the prices of real estate also increased with the inflation. Active listings decreased by 6.9%. A year ago, we had 6,311 listings. In today's reality, we have 5,877 listings available. So, supply of inventory. This is very important metric to understand when you look at the market. Normal levels of supply is from 5 to 6 months. Today, for single-family homes, we have only 1.9 months of supply, which is still very low, and even lower for condominiums, 1.7. So what does it mean? If there will not be any more new listings coming into the market, all the supply which it's on the market now will be sold in 2 months, and there will be no more inventory to sell. So, and this is a very, very low time frame. Because 2 months it's very quick. It's basically the time from the signing of the contract to the closing. So this number should be increasing slowly with the normalization of the prices, the inflation, and the economy. We will see I think in next 2 months this supply will be about 3 to 4 months, and in half a year probably 6 to 7 months. Median sale price. In comparison with 2021 is the next metric, is increased by 18.4% to $590,000. Condominiums increased by 19.9% to $265,000. So this was the summary for Broward. Now let's check the Palm Beach County. So Palm Beach County is the last county which we will review. It's the capital of Palm Beach County is West Palm Beach. It's about an hour away from Fort Lauderdale and 1.5 hours away from Miami. Palm Beach County during pandemic and after pandemic, so a huge influx of population especially from New York, because even before pandemic, Palm Beach County, especially West Palm Beach Island, city of Boca Raton, was a destination for winter time and for residents of New York who will come and live in Palm Beach Island and Boca Raton. Also, it was a favorite place for snowbirds. Snowbirds is people who spend only winter in Florida when summertime is super hot for somebody and people don't like the humidity. So they will move from northern parts of the United States and spend their winter over here. So let's look at the statistics of Palm Beach County. The home sales decreased by 32.1%. So already we see decrease above 30% from a year ago of 4,443 sales all the way down to 2,744 sales. Single-family home sales decreased by 30.5%. Condominiums and townhomes decreased by 34.6%. In actual numbers, the decreases are for single-family homes from 2,117 homes all the way down to 1,472 homes. And for apartments and condominiums and townhomes, it's from 1,913 transactions down to 1,252 transactions. Dollar volume size also decreased by 20% for single-family homes, and for townhouses and condominiums by 22.6%. Active listings increased almost by 30%. So we see the opposite trend. 30% decrease in sales, 30% increase in active listings. So it's actually almost equal. Basically, you have less sales by that amount and more active listings on the market. And what we see, single-family homes rate of supply is at 2.3 months. It's still very low in comparison to 4 or 5 years ago when the market was normal. And for condominiums and townhomes, it's 1.7 months. Median sale price also increased by 24% due to inflation, due to demand, which we had during last year. And for townhomes and condominiums, it's also increased by 31.6%. Okay, so we look at the summary of real estate transactions for Tri-County area, for Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County for the month of June. Now let's take a look briefly at quarter Q2 comparison with last year in numbers for all 3 counties. Again, this is very important to understand the future trends, and it will help us to understand where the market goes to. And if you're looking to buy real estate, buy home for yourself, or sell your house in the current market, you can understand what the reality is and how to act. So let's take a look at Q2 for Miami-Dade. At first, we'll take a look at single-family homes. So Q2 of 2022 and 2021 decrease in closed sales for the whole quarter, second quarter, is decreased by 20.2%. Then in cash, transactions decreased by 4.9%. Again, cash transactions in today's market are preferable. Why? Because it's the interest rates went up. So if you have cash to buy your home right now, you in beneficial situation because you can get a better price. Because when you're doing a cash transaction, seller understand that you don't have contingency on the mortgage. And with the mortgage rate, interest rates going up and up and up, people who make an offer and have pre-approval for a certain rate will not be able to probably get it if the interest rate will go up. So let's take a look. The median sale price went up by 14.4% from $500,000 to $571,000. The average sale price went up by only 1.8%, so it stays around $1 million. Dollar volume size went down by 18.8% from 4.6 billion to 3.8 billion. This is a huge number, big difference. Then if you look at median price from original listing price received, so it went up actually. So in Q2 of 2021, there was a little bit of negotiations going on, only about 1.4%. And in 2022, there was no negotiations. People were paying 100% of the asking price. Again, this is, and it's on average. So it means that, yes, there were some deals which were negotiated down 5%, some deals which were overpaid by 5%. But in normal market, it was always about 92, 90%, 89%, 94%. So this is still above average. Median time to contract went down from 18 days to 15 days. Median time to sale also went down from 68 days to 60 days, meaning from the time when the property was under contract until closing, it was 60 days, so about 2 months. New pending sales, this is also a very important number, went down by 25%. So the listings which are on the market went under contract by 25% less. New listings, basically no change. So we have same amount of new listings on the market in comparison with last year. Pending inventory went down to 35% because a lot of it was closed and there was no new contracts within the market. And inventory went up by 20% from 2,800 to 3,400 homes. Month of supply also went up from 2.2 to 2.8 in Q2 of 2022. So let's go down and take a look at the single family homes we checked. So next we will take a look at Broward County. Same statistics to understand what's the difference Miami-Dade, Broward County. Again, in Miami-Dade, the main cities is obviously Miami downtown. We have Bal Harbour, Sunny Isles, North Miami Beach, North Miami, and all these cities have a lot of single-family homes. And especially in today's reality, we want to see how the single-family homes are affected, because during pandemic, people were actively buying single-family homes. Today, we can probably get a better deal than a year ago on a single-family home, get a better discount. As you can see, we have more inventory, less pending inventory, meaning what? Meaning you have more choice and you can select a few homes rather than have one home and have a bidding war from so many people on one home where you have to increase the price. Now probably you have what to choose from and you can negotiate the price. You can probably give an offer about 5 to 3% below the asking price and close at asking or little bit lower than that. This is the Miami-Dade. So let's take a look at Broward County, also single family home statistics. Q2 of 2022 in comparison to quarter 2 of 2021. So closed sales down 16.1% from 5,200 to 4,300 homes. Paid in cash, no difference. It's same amount of people paid in cash for their homes. Median sale price went up by 21% from 475 to 575,000. We see it already in 2 counties. So most likely in Palm Beach County will be the same story. What does it mean? It means that the prices are still inflated for single family homes. And eventually the market will normalize and they will go down by about 10%, maybe 12%, because the inflation rate was at about 6 to 8%. So 20% minus 8 is 12. So the normalization of the market can be adjusted down to 10%. And this will be normal. It's not going to be a recession. It's a normal situation because the prices was inflated by the events which were going on. People were moving to Florida and the rates were historically low, pandemic. So all these 3 factors influenced the price of the homes to inflate, but by even much higher than the inflation in general. So let's go back to statistics. Average sale price went up from $690,000 to $809,000. So average price of the home in Broward County is $809,000. This is historically super high and this is unbelievable. Before, for $1 million, you could afford in Florida pretty much a mansion, 4 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms with the pool, 3-car garage, in community, without community, even on the waterfront homes. Today, forget about it. Now, waterfronts, usually 2 and up, if you're looking for the waterfront home without a fixed bridge where you can park the yacht with the fly bridge, for example. And for $1 million, you can get now a single family home, usually like 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, something like that. So let's go next metric. It's the price which sellers get from original listing price. So now it's 100.5, so 0.5% up. So the simple example, house was listed for $100,000. I mean, that example is too low. Let's take $1 million. The listing price of the home. Last year it would have been sold for $1 million. This year it would have been sold for $1,050,000. 5% above the asking price. Median time to contract, 12 days. Median time to sale, 51 days. New pending sales are down by 22.6% from 5,600 homes to 4,400 homes. New listings at the same level, which is a good sign. Pending inventory went down by 33% So this is again, pending inventory is a big metric which we always look at. It means that we have less houses under contract. It means we will have less closing next month. So the inventory levels will even go higher and higher and higher, and the market will adjust about 10% down in the next 2 to 3 months. Months of supply, still very low, 1.9 months. So again, if there is no incoming inventory, it will be at 1.9 months. So in 2 months, all homes will be sold, gone. But a year ago, it was even worse. It was 1.4 months. So in 45 days, imagine no new inventory, all homes would have been sold. So this is the summary for Broward County. So my advice in Broward County, to wait about 1 to 2 months, wait until you have more inventory available, and then you can choose from few homes and make an offer on 1 or 2 homes you like, negotiate about maybe 2% from the asking price, close it. If you're paying with cash, you can negotiate even more. If you're financing, you can either negotiate 2% or at least buy at asking price. You're not going to pay above asking anymore. So lastly, let's go to statistics of Palm Beach County. Again, Palm Beach County is Palm Beach Island, West Palm Beach, Boca Raton, Delray Beach, Boynton Beach. That's the main cities in Palm Beach County. The story with closed sales is same, 25% less closed sales from 6,000 homes all the way down to 4,500. Paid in cash, 15% less people. Median sale price went up by 27%. From $480,000 to $610,000. Average sale price went up by 7%. And this is, again, unprecedented. In Palm Beach County, average sale price of the home is $1,088,000. So this is now $1 million home is an average in Palm Beach County. This is new normal. The dollar size of the transactions went down by 20% from 6.1 billion to 4.9 billion. Percent of the asking price versus closed price is 100%, so people were paying at 100% of the price. Median time to contract 11 days, median time to sell 53 days. Small differences here in comparison with last year. New pending sales, again, same as in other 2 counties, went down by 25%. New listings went up by 3%. Pending inventory went down by 30%. Inventory active listings went up by 50%. This is a huge number. So in Palm Beach County, we already see huge influx of inventory. So people who own the homes probably before pandemic, and now in New York, in other states, everything is open, businesses are open, pandemic restrictions are gone. People want to come back to probably their home and not to spend time in Florida. And they're listing their homes now. That's why we see huge inventory hike. It's up to 50% difference. Months of supply went up by 76%. So Palm Beach County see the largest amount of inventory rise by 1 month. So probably in the next 2 months, Palm Beach County will be a good place to look for a new home, because we will have a lot of inventory to choose from. Many people who went back to their homes in New York, in Illinois, in other states up north, they will be selling their home because they missing their home now and want to sell and go back to where they belong. Or maybe another reason why they're going back is because they were working remotely. Now corporations require people to go to the office again, spend time in the office, work in the teams, etc. So that's probably one of the reasons why it's happening. Again, so this was the statistics for all 3 counties. Now let's go outside. We'll talk about forecasts for next 6 months, what will gonna happen in my opinion, and we will summarize this Q2, which was very interesting. We as a brokerage, Vera Realty, did very well. Our transaction volume was in about $120 million for last 6 months. We did a lot of transactions in Broward County, in Miami-Dade County, not so much in Palm Beach County, because we don't have that many agents over there. But if you're looking for real estate to buy or you're looking to sell your home, or you're looking for even leasing your house, or looking for new, write a message to us, contact us. We'll be glad to help you. So let's go. Dear friends, so we talked about Broward County, Miami-Dade, and Palm Beach County real estate statistics back in the office. Now we went outside, and let's talk about the forecast, interesting part. As I promised, I will tell you my opinion and what might happen. Again, don't rely on it 100%, but you can watch other reviews too of real estate trends in the market. But my opinion is as follows. So in next 6 months, what we're gonna see, we're gonna see a drop in prices of single-family homes, condominiums. It's not gonna be a significant drop, but I assume that it's going to be around 10 to 15%. In some areas, the drop will be less or might not happen at all. For example, I don't see that the waterfront homes will go down in value more than 3 to 4%. But for the residential real estate, especially in Palm Beach County, the value can drop up to 15%. In some areas, maybe 20%. Again, all depends on the supply and demand, as always in economy, the two factors and two things where we look at constantly. Second, my second opinion and forecast what might happen depends what Federal Reserve will do and how they will increase or decrease the Federal Reserve rate. If it's going to go up higher, it might trigger some kind of recession. Again, it's not going to be a deep recession where we will see foreclosures all over the place. It's going to be more local recessions where we see trends, people leaving, for example, certain area, moving to another area because of certain benefits or downturns, or one corporation closing the office in one city, people relocating people to another city. So there is more inventory coming up. So it's going to be local fluctuations and local small kind of recessions or downturns. To talk about global recession in real estate market, I wouldn't say it will happen, because we had two very strong last 2 years where the economy been performing and going up, and we had the pandemic obviously where the economy dropped down, and it's unprecedented time. We can't really forecast if something like that can happen again. If it's going to be another pandemic, then the things might change again. And my third opinion, what might happen with residential real estate in South Florida, it's about the rental market. So the rental market will keep growing because we see there's not enough demand of rental real estate, and people who keep moving into South Florida who cannot afford new mortgage rates will choose to rent versus purchase. So that's my forecast. Stay tuned, subscribe to our channel, and let me know in the comments what you think about the video. Should we do more of statistical overview of Florida real estate? And stay tuned. Have a good day. Bye.